Good rising, good rising, good rising. Welcome to the Indigo Room. And today we are discussing my virtual vision board on steroids. It's story time with Sydney. Because it's raining here in New York City. Very hard. The sun is not shining. So I thought we might go on an excursion today. We might go on a trip. We're going on a trip. We're going on a virtual trip to my virtual vision board. Hi, Linda. Hi. We are doing this on StreamYard so I can share my screen with you guys this morning. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you're having had a great night. I hope you had a good night's sleep. I woke up and it was just raining. I wanted to stay in my bed. And then I said, oh, you know what? Let me get up. I wasn't sure. I know I sent you a couple of different topics today, but it's raining and I thought we'd go on an excursion. We're going to go on a little trip. We're going to go on a trip while you're sitting at your computer today. So I'm just going to hopefully, we're going to wait a little minute for everybody else to get in. If it's just me and you, then it'll just be me and you, Linda, going on an excursion today. We might go visit Hawaii. I got to make sure Hawaii is still on and popping. But these 11:02. Okay, let me turn my phone on. How you doing, Miss Linda? So I want to say that I had a great time with Mavis and Wanda. I got to meet Mavis and Wanda on Friday night. And oh my goodness, I had so much fun. I'm going to see if at the end I can, add the little snippet in of our excursion today because it's on my phone. And I don't know if you're doing well. Oh, good. And they specifically, Mavis specifically said hello to you and Barb, which, you got the message. But it was so nice to meet them. I can't wait to meet the rest of you. We went out to Red Rooster here in Harlem, New York City. Mavis lives here in Harlem. I don't know if you remember. Mavis, Linda. Hey, Janice. I'm going to listen to Radio Church. I will listen later. Okay. All right. Okay. Hi, LaShonda. Good rising, Sandine. One. Hello. We are going on an excursion today. I'm taking you guys on a trip as soon as everybody, wanders in. And we're going to go visit my house that I'm working on in my virtual reality. And the reason why I wanted to share this with you all is because this is how I manifested a lot of things in my experience by using my virtual reality. People call it Second Life. That's the actual name of it. And I'm not an affiliate of it. I'm a member. And it is a virtual world that you can create, be anything that you want to be. And when I first started finding out about law of attraction and, how to create in my thoughts and in my experience, I was introduced to this place by my son, who he said, Ma, you have to go in here. You have to go in here. You have to try this thing out. And I said, I'm busy right now. I was creating the Indigo Room. This is in 2007. I said, I'm creating the Indigo Room. I'm doing a lot of things. I really don't have time for games, Sean. I don't have time for games. And he was adamant about me going in this game. And I was like, okay, I'll go in there for you, but I'm only going to go in there, because you're harassing me. He would call me like almost every day. Ma, did you go in? Did you go in? Did you go in? Oh, you got to check it out. You got to check it out. So I said, finally, okay, fine. I'll go in. And I went into this. I went in, right? Went into this game because, my son wanted me to do this with him. And he, at the time, was living in Pennsylvania, and I was still in New York and Brooklyn. And I went into this game, and I found out that, well, oh my goodness, it's really not just a game. So I started exploring, and we call it rezzing up. When you first res in, when you first come in, hi Barb, it wouldn't let you post on your computer. Hi Sharon, hi everybody, hello. It wouldn't let you post on your computer. It's so funny. It only says there's 3 people in here right now, and there's more than that. But anywho, I started exploring. When you first res up, like a newborn baby, except you're an adult. And this was way back when it first started. Everything's changed now. But when it first started, we rezzed up all naked. We did naked and afraid. That's what it was. You were naked and afraid and bald. You had no hair. You had nothing. So you had to figure out how to walk. You had to figure out how to dress yourself. And it was really kind of interesting, right? So you had to figure out how you were going to get your clothes, how you were going to eat, how you were going to do, how you were going to live in this virtual world. And I did all that and I met this really great person from Brazil. She wound up being my friend for a very long time. And she taught me how to put my clothes on, how to walk, how to put hair on my head, and how to basically make my avatar. And my avatar at the time was a white woman, because they didn't have black avatars back then. This is only 12 years ago, mind you. 12 years ago, there was no black avatars. And if you tried to make yourself black, oh my God, the skin tone was ridiculous, right? So I found this one white woman whose skin was pretty fairly dark, darker for a white woman. She was olive tone. And I just tried to zhuzh her up a little bit and, have her skin tone match mine. So I walked around like her for a very long time, and I'll probably show you a picture of it because we're going on a trip. It seems to be working now. Hi. Okay, good, Barb, good. So I'm going to take you in, and I'm going to show you what the world looks like. And anyway, so I was this white woman walking around in this virtual world, and I fell in love with it. And then I realized something while I was in there, that this is a vision board. Really, if you allow it to be, it can be a vision board for you to create the reality that you'd like to have in your 3D life. I don't even want to say your real life, because if you think about it, we all have a higher self, right? Who is helping us here in 3D. And then you are helping your avatar in the second life. So there's your higher self, there's you, and then there's your avatar. It's kind of freaky. So the avatar's point of view is always moving and walking in front of you from your computer screen. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. And your point of view is exactly how Neville wants you to create in your imagination. A lot of us say that we can't feel it real. You can't feel it real. One of the things, and there was a study done in Second Life, and I became friends with this woman, and I talked about, her name is Fran. She since passed away recently. As a matter of fact, she just passed away this year. This year. And she had Parkinson's disease. And her family thought this would be a great way for her to interact with people and to have fun. And she was much, she was much older, and just to make friends. Well, the studies that were done found that her Parkinson's slowed down because your subconscious doesn't know if this is real or if this is not real, right? This is what we're taught. Like when you imagine that you've done something, you imagine it real. Your mind doesn't really know if it's real or if it's fake. That's why fear gives us such a visceral feeling. You can't, your brain can't decipher if this is real fear, like should you run right now? Is somebody getting ready to kill you? Or is this something that you have created in your mind? And being in Second Life helped her. She was able to move better because her cognitive skills, is that what they call it? Her moving her hands and stuff like that, the Parkinson's slowed down because it was her brain was believing that she was actually doing these exercises. She was dancing, she was doing all kinds of stuff in this virtual world. And her mind accepted that this was her. There's been also studies of people coming into Second Life who lost weight because they go and exercise every day. Like, I think I talked about this a little bit a couple weeks ago, how I used to exercise after I hurt my back in this virtual world. I would go to this virtual gym every day, and my avatar would do all these exercises. She would do yoga, she would work out, she would go swimming. And my brain, even though this is not real, my brain accepts it as real. And it's really interesting how your brain will mirror exactly what's happening in this virtual world. So I manifested a dog, Cleopatra, before I had Cleopatra. I had a virtual dog. I was trying to pull up my virtual dog in my Second Life before you guys got here. But I had a virtual dog in Second Life, and her name was Cleopatra. And I'm telling you, she looked just like Cleopatra. I'm going to have to pull her out. She's acting a little wicky-wacky in Second Life, but I will pull her out so you can see it. At the time, I was living with my father in New York City. And then when I first started playing in Second Life, and I manifested my apartment because in Second Life I had an apartment. So people would say to me, "Do you have an apartment?" I was like, "Yeah, I live in my apartment. I'm in there every day." In my virtual reality, I was in my apartment every day. I would decorate it. I would go to sleep. I would put my avatar to sleep every night. And I had a really beautiful apartment. And sure enough, not too much longer, in 2008. So I rezzed up in October of 2007, October 18th in 2007. So I just had a res day, which is called a birthday. So I am 12 years old in Second Life. And we had a big party. Everybody came. Everybody gave me gifts. There was a band playing. There was music. It was fun. I had a great time. And my brain can't tell the difference. It just doesn't tell the difference anymore. If this is real. I mean, intellectually, I know it's a virtual world. Intellectually, you know that your vision board is on a piece of paper. But every day, if you see it every day, you're in it every day. You watch it every day. You look at your vision board every day, every day, every day. You speak the words. You talk about your treasure map every day. What starts to happen is that you start to, your mind starts to believe that this is true. So Neville tells us that we want to get into our imagination and feel it real, right? Feel it real. And so what happens in 3D, what happens in this virtual 3D world, you start to feel it real. It starts to feel like, this is real to you. And what happens on the outside is that things start to become objectified in your experience. So I had a after I moved into the apartment. Actually, it was a room I moved into, a big room, and that's what I had in Second Life. It really wasn't an apartment; it was a big, huge room that I made into an apartment. So then I said, "Oh, I got to get better at this. Don't do that next time." So I got a house. I said, "All right, that's it. I'm moving into a house, and I'm going to have a fence, and I'm taking Cleopatra with me, and we're going to live in this big house." So I moved. I moved from the apartment, the room that I had up in the sky that's called a skybox. I moved from that to a house. Sure enough, in a very short period of time, within less than a year, I was in a house that I was renting, big house in Pennsylvania. Big, huge house that kind of looked like my house in Second Life. So I rented I got the dog, I got the house, I had a job in Second Life, and then I had a job in real life. That manifested not too long after that. I still DJ in Second Life, so I'm a DJ in there. And I got money in Second Life because in Second Life, we use what's called lindens. So after you figure out how to walk around, how to take care of yourself, which is not that difficult now. It's a lot easier now than it was 12 years ago. I used to just like walk into water, fall into oceans, disappear, walk. It's a lot different than it was back then. And I wound up getting a really big sim, and I created the Indigo room in Second Life. And then when I stopped the show in 2016, when I stopped doing the live show, I also stopped really going into Second Life. So I'm back. I've been back in Second Life now this year. And I have a house in there. So I'm going to bring you to my house. You're going to come visit my house. You actually have, furniture in there, have a TV. I live with my bestie in Second Life, and one of my best friends. She comes into the Indigo room quite a bit. And her husband now, he's in there. It took him 12 years, lucky, to get in there. And he finally came in. So I live with her, and because I just came back in, so I had to get acclimated again and figure out stuff again. But she lives all up in the sky, and I'm down on the ground in the house. So I live in the house, and it's a beautiful property, kind of like what I would like to live in the area that I would, how I would like to live in New York City. So I said to her when I moved into the house, I said, this is kind of like the house I've been imagining. Nice. She said, well, you know how you do in Second Life. You always manifest what you want when you do this in here. I said, yeah, I know. So I started out with, I think I had very little lindens, and lindens is what we use as money. So I don't like to call them lindens. I like to call them dollars, because if I'm imagining, right? If I'm imagining, I want to imagine the dollars that are coming in. And when I did this in Second Life, I always had dollars coming in. It was always money coming in. So how do you get paid in Second Life? Well, you can get a job, you can create things, you can sell things. There are people in this virtual game, well, I don't call it a game, but in this virtual reality, who create items for the rest of us, and we purchase them, and they make actual dollars in real life. They can exchange it, pull it out, and change it over into real life money. So I'm going to take you guys on a little trip with me. And if you have questions, you please ask me. I don't care. Ask Sydney. This is story time with Sydney. story time, and how I manifested so many things in my real virtual world. So I'm gonna take myself off the screen for a little bit. And I want you to come visit. My name is Indigo Queen Zamani. Hey, Wanda! Wanda's in the house. I was just telling people about our trip. Well, before everybody came in, I met Wanda, one of the Indigo Room roomies, on the weekends. This Friday, she was here from North Carolina, and her and another Indigo roomie, Mavis. I got to meet them, and we had dinner at Uptown in Harlem. Mavis lives here in New York City, and Wanda lives out in North Carolina. And this was the first time I've met them, and they've been coming to the Indigo Room for years. For years. Before we came to YouTube, we do have a podcast. So they used to come to the podcast for years. And I got to finally meet them. It was so wonderful. I was telling Linda I might try to put the little video up that that I made at the end of this. Or maybe I'll just do it separate. I don't know. But we're going on a trip, so I'm getting ready to share my screen with you. And it was so great to meet you. I love you guys, and I can't wait to do it again. And I really want to meet all the rest of you. I do. I've been saying that for years. But maybe I'll meet you in Second Life, because I tell you, when you come in, it feels like you were actually visiting with each other, because your energy and your vibration is the thing, right? We're all walking around in avatars. These are avatars, if you think about it. This is an avatar for your higher self. Your body, your physical body is an avatar for your spirit. And all that's inside of Second Life is an avatar for you. And and so when you meet each other, when we're hanging out with each other, it feels like when I hang out with Stephanie, and she comes into the Indigo Room, a lot. When I hang out with her and her husband, it feels like I see them every day. It just does. And I have friends. There's something called, we used to go to Spirit Mountain. That's where the Indigo Room was originally, in Spirit Mountain. Now it's over at Hot Buttered Soul City for a little while, until I decide I want to purchase some land. So I'm going to change the screen now. I'm going to share with you my screen, and you guys can just type if you want to type, or you have questions about what is going on here in this Second Life world. So let's see. Why is the application? There it is. Okay, what's happening? Nope, I don't want to share my entire screen. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, there we go. Ooh, come on, hurry up. Oh, man. Okay, let's see, try it again. Okay, let's see. Can you guys see it? Let me know if you can see anything right now. There we go. All right, so I'm going to take my face off the screen so that, let me see. I can take my face. Yeah. There we go. All right. So my face is off the screen, and this is Indigo Queen Zamani. That's my name in Second Life. And let me close these windows here. All right. So this is my house. It's starting to become evening, I believe. And can you guys all hear me? Okay, you can see and you can hear. Let me know if you can hear and you can see. Now, this is my house. Let me zoom back a little bit. This is where I live. This is where Indigo lives. I like to say me because she's me in this place. So this is where I live with peaceful and I mean with yeah, peaceful and enlightened harbor lucky. Those are my friends. And if you look up here, this is the property. And this is where other avatars live as well. This is the neighborhood. It's my mailbox. So if you see, I'm always walking behind, right? I'm walking behind. Um, I'm moving behind Indigo, basically. This is the street. Let me give it better. Zoom in a little bit better. Okay. So when you walk, you're always behind her. So you're always seeing your point of view is the same point of view you would have in real life. And this is what she looks like in the front. So you change your clothes. See, her skin is kind of like mine now. That's who she is. So you can see her. All right. So we're going to go in my house. I'm going to take you in my house. And while you're here, you can, if you hear that, the doors make a real sound, right? Can you hear the doors open? Let me know if you can hear the doors. I don't know if you can hear that or not. But this is my front room. Sometimes I come in here. I'm still furnishing the house. So sometimes I come in here to watch TV because you can watch TV in your virtual reality. And this is how my son and I used to watch movies together while he was living in Pennsylvania and I was living in New York. He would get a big screen TV, and what you do is you just zoom in on your camera or whatever if you really want it to be on your actual television. I mean, on your computer screen, you can zoom it in, and it will start to stream. So what would happen is, here we go. It's going. It would stream Second Life if I wanted it to. So I would just click on the Indigo room and watch movies or whatever. Or if you happen to have an account and you want to put your Netflix in here, you could do that too, watch your Netflix. And so this is my front room. And then, okay, I want to stop. That means if you see that light, that means I'm touching something. And there's my dog. Here's my kitchen. Still working on it. Still adding stuff. This is my living room. My big couch where I sit and, put my fireplace on. Oh, you can't hear. Okay, you can't hear the sound. That's because I don't know why. I have to figure out. I guess, because I'm streaming with my computer, so you probably can't hear the sound. But if I was in Second Life, right? Well, I am. I have music playing, and yeah, we can't hear there's no music playing in here right now, so you can't hear the music. I would probably have to have my headphones on in order for you to hear the sounds, but this is actually making a crackling sound, a fireplace sound. Everything has sound and visuals just like you would in real life. The doors make the same sound as you would open and close. This is the backyard. So we hang out here, we play games. There's a game table. You can sit, have drinks with your friends, a barbecue. This is our barbecue. Look at it, it has chicken. Look at that. There's chicken on the barbecue. I don't eat chicken. So, you know, just saying. And then there's items in the fridge, soda, drinks. You can come in here and get a drink. And if you click on it, what happens is you get a plate of food given to you. Let's see. Usually you do. There it goes. Oh no, I don't know. What'll happen is something will pop up on the side. It might be because I got too many things going on right now, but it will pop up on the side, and you'll get a plate of food handed to you, and then you can eat your food, and then eventually the plate disappears. So I'm going to take you also now. Oh, let me just go back in the house real quick. I'm surprised you didn't put a pool back here. Peaceful is a builder, honey. She's building all kinds of stuff. But I also have another area up there where I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put plants in the desk and for my office. But my bedroom is upstairs. I had Cleopatra out, but she kept running off, so I had to put her back I had to put her away. She kept running off the property. So she's not very trained right now. So this is my upstairs, my bedroom. It's a 1-bedroom house. But right now, you know, it's kind of nice. This is my bed. This is where I sleep at night. Get under the covers. And then I wake up in the morning and I get out of my bed. This is an actual picture that I have in my house. So I brought it in to SL and put it on my wall. There's a couple of pictures that I have that are in my house that I put on my wall. I have another picture of Stephen and Sean and I. I do yoga here in the morning. The radio station that we listen to is not playing right now, so there's no music, but this is where I do my yoga in the morning. So you just sit on her. Who did the building for me? Actually, this is the Linden Labs building, and this is something that Linden Labs did. They built this community for avatars, but we used to build our own houses, but this one is built by them. So you would do different exercises. You're going to do Tai Chi. So a little thing will pop up, will come up, and then you'll be able to do different poses. You want to do meditation. You can do that. And then this is my balcony outside my bedroom. And this is where we live. Now, I'm not going to take you to Peaceful. I'm not going to take you upstairs to my friends' houses. But we are going to teleport. And what happens when you teleport, when you go to a different region, is this whooshing sound happens, which I wish you could hear the sounds right now because the sounds make it all real. But we're getting ready to go on a teleport. So what I would do is look at my inventory for a landmark, and landmarks are places that are pinpoints where it will take you to the place you want to go. So we're going to go to the Indigo room at Soul City, and you hit teleport, and then your screen turns black, and it makes this whooshing sound, and you disappear. And you're going on over, going over. So now I'm at a place called Soul City. This is a place that I hang out with a lot of my friends. They're getting ready for Halloween. So it takes a little bit of time for the actual screen to res up sometimes. But this is where I DJ. There's a club here. We go horseback riding here. We go swimming here. There's a beach. And there's all kinds of fun things to do that one of my really good friends in SL and my good friend Peaceful, who is now in Second Life as well. Not now, but she came in 10 days later after me. Because I was like, you got to get in here. You got to come in. You got to come in. And she came in 10 days later. Sean is no longer in the game. He hasn't been in the game since we got in. And she's been in here with me now 12 years as well. So these are shops. And this is a really cool place to hang out. You can buy clothes here. It's clothing. This is a teleport, so it would take you to different places in the club. So we can check that out when we come back. But the Indigo room, which used to be in Second Life before, I just now started putting the Indigo room back in Second Life. So we're here at Hot Buttered Soul, Soul City. And this is like a regular, little town. Nobody's here right now, so I'm here by myself. Everybody's probably still sleeping in real life. But this is where I talk about the Indigo room. We have little meetings and stuff like that. I have crystals in the back. Peaceful built this for me. Set this up. See the carpet? Can you see the carpet? It looks like real carpet. I don't know if you can see it as good as I can see it on my computer. Streaming it from my computer to your computer, the colors are not as popping as they would be as if you were looking at it from, on my side. But because I'm looking at the computer on the other side here. And Linden Labs. It's Linden, Linden. Hey, Blah. Hi, Blah. Blah's in the house. That yoga is killing you. It's called Linden Labs. Let me type it in here. Linden Labs. Yeah, so this is a TV right here. This is another television where people who are avatars can come in and actually watch the Indigo room on their computer screen. So I used to broadcast from within Second Life into TalkShoe. I would do that the two of them at the same time. So what my plan is, again, is to be able to do all three at the same time. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. But it looks like I can. And it'll, you hit the little like button, it'll take you to the Facebook page. And this is the back, because you can come through here. You have crystals in the back. And then you can sit and meditate with the sacred flame. I made that pillow, and I made sacred flame too. So you can come out here, you hang out here in the back. So we're going to be adding more stuff, more crystals. There's a couple of them over there. And I'm going to take you to the back, to the ocean. So this is back here behind the stores. Oops. Got off the track. So this takes you down to the beach area. Now, this is just one particular sim. What time is it? 11:40. Okay, we got time. This is just one particular sim. There's so many. Now, look at this sand. And, okay, just checking to make sure I missed. Look at the water. This is the ocean here, or the water. And what I like to do, sometimes you can go swimming. You have a swimming, we had a big party, my Res Day party. I thought I took pictures and none of the pictures saved, but we all dressed up in Wakanda wear, all of our avatars. And I was dressed up like a Wakanda warrior. And we had the party here. That's why you see this little thing over here. If you touch it, nothing seems to be working for me right now, but that's all right. Let me see if I can res it. Okay. I want to res a tubby. All right. Let me see if I can do that. Yeah. So we were out here hanging out, and I like to hang out in this because it really is like real water. It's not like if I stand up right now off of this little tube that I'm riding on, I will wind up in the ocean, kind of drowning. So I want to take you over by the waterfall. And there's a lighthouse here. Now, my friend owns this whole property here. I used to have a place like this too. Before I let it go, and there's, waterfall. Now, people built everything that's in Second Life was built by the people who live here, the residents, everything. Even though Linden Labs built that particular house, everything that is in Second Life was built by somebody like you or me. All right, I'm going to stand up. Oh, good. I didn't fall into the ocean. Yay! Oh, there I go. Okay. So you can fly. You can fly. There's a lot of things to do. This is just a place where I like to hang out because I have a lot of friends here, and we all kind of, this is where you go fishing. We all kind of have been here a long time. I'm going to take you to another place that I used to work, which I probably will be starting to work again, but I got to change my tag. Otherwise, I won't be able to get in there. So let me change my tag right now. And it is Learn It Town. And this is a place where I used to work and teach English to students from around the world. And we get them immersed in learning English. Okay, let me get my Learn It Town landmark. All right, so hopefully, let's see. Whoop, that was a bad landing. Woo! This is a virtual sim that another friend of mine, who I'm also very good friends with in real life, created. I met her when she and I were both working for another company, and she opened up her own place, and we used to work at a place called Language Labs, and we taught English. as a second language and got paid real life money um, to teach in Second Life. So she also now created her own company, and you can see that she charges real life money for the classes for students to come in. And when I was working here for her, she used to pay me real life money as well. And we all taught. I'll probably come back here part time again because I know some of my students miss me. But yeah, so she created her own business, her own virtual business here. And the students come in from all over the world, pick out avatars. They learn how to walk around and grow in Second Life. And while they're here on the sim, they are immersed in language, in English language. And she created a beautiful sim as well. And people take the bus, they go to the hotel, they go to airports, and yeah. So one of the things, if you look up here, it says I have 4,872 lindens. I like to say dollars, even though they're lindens. So when I started out here a couple of weeks ago, and when I came back a couple of weeks ago, I just came back right before my res day, which was last week. This is what my profile looks like. I am 12 years old now. I resed up here in October 18th, 2007. So now I am 12 years old. I don't. You can get married in here. That's why it says partner. You can get married. I've been to a lot of Second Life weddings. And some of the people in Second Life have actually married in real life and are still together. Many of them. Because like I said, when you're in here, you spend time with a person almost as if like some people spend more time with the people in Second Life than they do in their virtual. And then they wind up becoming friends with these, in real life, and they wind up becoming friends with these people and or partnering with them and then marrying them in real life. So I have many friends who have traveled to different countries. Some have come to America and, found their partner and married. And some have gone to other countries and are still with their partners. Some have actually not, but a lot have. I have a good friend that I was hanging out with last night. We were doing a drumming circle, and he is still with his partner today. And I was with them both last night in here having fun. So they met in Second Life and they're still together. That's what I'm saying. So this is Learned Town, just to give you an idea. And then I'm going to take you over to the Botanical Gardens because this is a place that I absolutely love. Let me see if I can get to hopefully this will just take me to the front gate. Now, if you want to go to Egypt, somebody has built an Egyptian sim. I used to hang out in an Egyptian sim all the time. I have a lot of Egyptian friends now because that's actually someplace that I really want to go. So I go to the Egyptian sims. I hang out in the pyramids, and I learn the language. This is a great place to learn other languages as well. Sometimes I go to Japan. I hang out there. And get to speak to the people in Japan. As a matter of fact, when my son was the first time he's getting ready to go to Japan, one of my good friends is from Japan, and she was here in SL, and they were talking, and he didn't want to stay in here. He didn't want to do it, but they were talking and having a good time, and she was telling him all the places that he could go. This was the first time that he came here. So this is the gardens, the botanical gardens. Let me make it daytime so you can see. If you notice that the sun right now here in this particular sim, it is night. And you can talk, look at the night sky. It's actual clouds. moving. So you can talk in SL, you can use your microphone and talk to people. You can type to people. You can get in a boat. And where I live, these Sims are there's so many Sims put together that the water is like a huge ocean and it just goes on and on and on forever. So there are Sims where you can go underwater and see and swim and do scuba diving, which I love to do. So you just hang out in the park. I'm flying because it's easier to fly right now to take you to places. This is a place that I like to hang out. It's pretty. You look at it. This place was built by an actual person, not somebody that belongs to Linden Labs. We do fireworks. We have birthday parties, weddings. Yeah, you can have relations. The avatars do all kinds of things. Everything that you would do in real life. There's hookers up in here, pimps. Got to be wary of them. And then there's vampires. There's all kinds of. Let me see if I can get to the Avatar sim. Avatar the movie. Somebody created a sim based on the movie Avatar, and it is a fun place to go. Let me see if this is it. Let me see if I have the link in my Avatar. I was trying to find the link, but anyway, I don't know if I have the second link for it. Avatar Land Arena, Avatar. Well, based on the movie Avatar is an actual sim. Oh my God, that is so incredible. That is this it? Sim role play, Avatar movie. Let me do that. And the sim is amazing, and the avatars actually look like the movie. And you can get one of them, put it on, and you role play in the sim as you would in the movie. And is this it? We sell furries. I want to find the Avatar movie. Let me see movie. The sim. All right. Well, I'm not going to do that now because for whatever reason, I can't find it. The place. It is a really cool place though. I wish I could find it right now. And but we're not going to go there. Okay. So if you want to go someplace or you want to do something, you just click over here and you go to Egypt. Let's say Egypt is open. There used to be a really cool sim called New York City. And let's see if this is it. Let's go here. I don't know. This looks cool. Let's try it. Okay, yeah. So somebody built this sim. Would you like to show your profile? Sure, you can show my profile. Somebody built this sim, and it is like embark on a Nile cruise, and so you can discover Kemet. So it happens to be night here as well. All right. Touch. I don't want to go there right now. Touch to sail. Touch to sail to travel. All right. I don't know. I've never been here before. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I don't want to teleport. This is a new place for me. All right, let's go in here. Let's go see. Let's see what this looks like. Looks like a temple. Wow. Okay, I really need to see this in the day in the light. Holy moly. Wow, they really did a really good job. Where it's I changed it to sunrise. Wow. Wow. This is so cool. Is there some place you guys want to go? Just tell me before we leave. We got like, a few minutes. Type it in the chat if there's some place that you want to go, you want me to take you. Um, this is a new sim for me. This is incredible. They really took their time and did such a great job. I'm going to make a landmark so I can come back. I'm going to landmark this place so I can come back. Is there someplace else you wanted to look at? France, perhaps? I don't know. Never been to New York City. I'm sure that there's a place here that is. So if you come to a place and you just wind up here, or somebody sends you a TP and you've never been here before, this is what it looks like. And you create a landmark so you can come back. Paris. Okay, let's look up Paris real quick. Wow, this is incredible. I love this place. I'm gonna come back. All right, let's look up Paris. Paris. All right. So let's see. Paris. Champs-Élysées. This is from 1900 though. Let's see what they got created here. Paris tourism, Paris. Let's see. You got to be careful because sometimes people will name it Paris and it really isn't Paris. Okay. So this says no sex, no nudity, no adult behavior, no BDSM, because you have all of that in SL. Just let me tell you, there's the seedy part. I gave you the great part because when I came in here, it wasn't. I came in here and when I rezzed up, I went to a lot of spiritual places and I met a lot of spiritual people first. So I like to, when my friends come, when I do invite people in, I like for them to hang out with us first. So you can get the good part of SL. And then if you want to go wander off to the seedy part, which sometimes we do, you can do that. So there's no vampires, no modern vehicles, no guns. Okay, no attacks. All right. Well, we won't be doing that. So this is Paris. It says on the floor, welcome to Paris 1900. Take your time to visit Sims around, drive a free old car, climb in the old tramway. Let's have a trip with a horse carriage. Aw. Okay, so this is old Paris. Oh, they actually built the Eiffel Tower. Look at that. Look at that. Look how the lights come on as I walk past. That is so cool. This is so much fun. This is the Eiffel Tower. Oh, I don't want to get run over by a tram. You see the tramway. All right, I'm going to have to move my screen all the way up. They actually built the Eiffel Tower in SL. OMG. And they did a really good job at it, too. Every sim I go on right now is at nighttime. Let me make it in the day. There we go. Wow. It keeps going up. All the way up. All the way up. It goes up so high that my camera can't even see the top part. Because you can only go so far away from your avatar. From your actual body. Which is kind of cool. Because it's almost like real life. Like some things you have in superpower, human powers, like you can fly. And some things are just, normal. All right. Let's see if we can get over to the... Look at these buildings they built. It's amazing. They did such a great job. My camera, the way things work is that things start to res in. Like I've never been to this sim before. So it takes a little bit of time for stuff to show up on my actual computer. But once it does, it usually doesn't take as long to res up when you land in a new place. Australia, Italy. Oh my God, you guys are nuts. Okay, so look, you can get a taxi. I don't know. Let's see. All right, taxi driver. I'm in. Do I have to pay? Oh, I have to pay him. Let me see how much I have to pay him. Let's see. Pay here after the course. You have turned on the... Oh, that's why nothing works. I'm unavailable. Ha ha. All right, let me cancel this. That's why nothing works. All right, let me make myself available. Oops, sorry. Now you're looking in my avatar. How disgusting. All right, let me take myself off unavailable. I put myself on unavailable so I wouldn't get any more notices. All right. Where do you want to go? I don't know. Take me wherever take me someplace. Take me home. Maybe that's why you couldn't hear the sound. Let's see if you can hear the music in here. All right. He's not moving. Woo! Do you hear the music now? That was kind of loud. All right. He's not moving. Maybe he's dead. I don't know. All right. Somebody said Australia. I just really I want to make a landmark of this place before we go. There's French music playing. You hear some noise. All right. I want to landmark this place because this is nice. I'll come back. Okay, so we're going to. Okay, I'm gonna try to hurry up. We're going to where? We're going to Australia. Australia. Oh, did I spell it right? No, I didn't. I never spell Australia right. All right, let's go. What happens is there's music that is playing on every sim. So right now I'm listening to music. And a lot of times it's indicative of the area that you're in. So if it's French, we're in the Champs-Elysees. So it would be French music. If we were in Egypt, it would be Arabic music. And you'd be surprised how many we're in down under Australia. There are animals making loud sounds right now. Oh my God. All right. Welcome to Australia. I don't know what is going on around here. Oh, giraffes, kangaroos. Interesting. Well, you have to feed these types of animals, and if you don't, they will die, and you can't resurrect them in SL. Once these animals, if you don't feed these animals are actually AI. And if you look, you see it says food left 3. So whoever owns them will eventually have to come back in and feed them. And if they don't feed them, these animals will actually die. And you'll come in here and they'll be dead. For real. It's so sad because it feels real. But they didn't do a good job on this place. All right, I'm gonna go to, hold on a second. I want to go to uh my friend's sim. I think this is it. Yeah, this is my friend's sim in Africa. Okay, everything is resin up here. A little slowly, but it's coming. Look at that sky though. If you could see the back, it's orange and it's like a real sky in the back. I come here a lot too. Well, I haven't been in a long time, but I like this thing. It feels very African, even though I've never been to Africa. He's got African huts, he's got animals out here, and he's got animals walking around. And the thing about it is that when you're in here, you'll actually hear the animals and you can hear the water, all the sounds, especially if you have your headphones on. It gives you the feeling that it's real, that you're actually in the place that you say you want to be. So there's a lot of different things to do. Even in my kitchen, like if I go stand in my kitchen and it will res up and it, if I lean on it, there's actual like things for me to cook and little animations that allow me to wash dishes. So it actually, and water starts running down the sink and it actually feels like it's real. And the reason why I couldn't show that to you before was because I was unavailable and I forgot to take myself off unavailable. But this is should go to, well, let me take you to the Rose Theater really quickly. Rose Theater. This is where we go to see performances, live performances. People come in and they sing for real through their avatars. We have live performances sometimes at Hot Buttered Soul, but this is sort of indicative of all of the opera houses ever in one place. And You come and you get dressed in gowns and ball gowns and tuxedos. You see the red carpet coming up, and look at this building. It's actually kind of magnificent. Let me see if I can make the light. Every place I go to today is nighttime. This is the Red Rose Theater. And this is where we have all of our, not all of it, but a lot of times, big awards and dances. And now if you see on my screen, I don't know if you can see on my screen that the music is playing. It says now playing. That is so that you will know if there's music that you hear in Second Life. If there's music that you hear, it'll usually pop up right on the side so you know what you're listening to. Isn't this gorgeous? That's my friend Tina. She just popped up on the screen and lets me know that she's offline, but she's also a photographer. She does photography here in Second Life. Isn't this beautiful? Look at this. Amazing. So this is our opera house, basically, in Second Life, one of them. And that's it. So that I just gave you a little bit. There's just a little bit of a taste of what goes on here. I'm going to TP myself back home. And I'm back home. So, and it's nighttime at home too. Oh my God. But this is where I live. This is my neighborhood, real quick. And you can see it's starting to become night. The stars are starting to come out. Or is it becoming day? I'm not sure. I can't tell. Is it night? Is it daytime? But that's the ocean. We live near the ocean, which is kind of like where I live now in real life. I live near the ocean, except, look, somebody has a pool. Yeah, I would like to have that. Except, oh no, it's sunrise. Looks like the sun is rising. I don't know if you can see it over there to the left. You see this right here? That is water spraying on somebody's lawn. So it seems to be sunrise, not sunset. So it's a new day here on my sim. And I'm going to stop sharing because the music was playing. I was jamming now. I was playing. All right. Let me show you one quick thing and then I'll take the screen back. Let's see if this works now. No, still not working. All right. Then it's not me. Oh, and you can dance. Here we go. These are my dances. See my avatars dancing? So you have like a billion different dances you can do in SL. So she likes to dance. Indy likes to dance. All right. I've got some crazy dances. I got some good dances. So we're going to have some Halloween parties in here. Everybody's dressing up. And that is my little Second Life tour. And if you guys want to join me, you let me know. And I will send you a link to come in and hang out. I'll teach you, I'll help you as much as I can, to learn how to move around and get yourself together. We'll find some residences for you, if you can become premium, and if you're premium, which I'm getting ready to go back to, a house comes with it and land. And that's where I am right now. So premium is $9.99. You don't have to be premium, and I'm not affiliated with it, just to let you know. I'm just a member, but you can become an affiliate. It's $9.99. If you do join in, I would suggest that you don't just run off and do it by yourself. Wait, I'll send you a link, because I get a little bit of a bonus if you do decide to join and come visit and hang out with me. If not, then fine. But you can join for free. You don't have to join at premium. There's a free avatar. You can be free and you still have the same benefits, except then you have to figure out how you're going to get some money in Second Life, like where you're going to get your money from. If you're premium, they give you 300 lindens a week. So you'll always have some money, to start out with, which is kind of cool. You're just getting it back. You actually paying the $9.99 and they're giving you lindens. And then when you look at it, it basically, and a house and land, it basically is, they're giving you back your membership. It's very weird. I don't know how they do that. They've been doing this for years. But anyway, that's my vision board on steroids. And you can do exercises. There's so much I didn't show you. I'll have to do another video. On occasion, maybe once a month, we'll come in and, you can hang out. I'll show you my dog. I didn't get to show you that. I didn't get to show you a lot of the animations that we can do in here. And but you did get to fly, and you didn't get to hear some of the sounds. But I hope you'll come in and hang out with me. At least come hang out and join us in the Indigo room, and do a little dancing. You can come listen to me DJ sometimes. And I hope you have a great week. If you have any questions, you can email me at the Indigo room. Let me get settled. I'm going in Second Life. I will send you a link, girl. Don't go in yet. But you can. The mugs are on their way. My mug is on its way. So I have my mug. It should be coming soon. But if you want to pick up your Indigo room mug, and it looks beautiful, it came out so good. I'm waiting for it to show up. You can pick up your Indigo room mug and your manifestation journal, or your power word sticker at theindigoroom.org. I want to thank Mavis for her love donation that she gave to the Indigo room on Friday. It was pretty unexpected. And I want to thank both of you for taking me out to dinner. I didn't expect that. That was amazing. I had such a great time with you all, Mavis and Wanda. And you can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Second Life. Now we're back in Second Life, which is so great. I feel like I'm back home, and everything's coming back. If you would like some one-on-one coaching, that is available. You get 30 minutes free with me. The information will be in the description below. I will also be posting the link for Second Life in the description below as well. But do let me know when you're coming in so that I can meet you and, greet you and show you around and hang out with you in there. Okay. Also, yeah, that's it. I think that's it. Right, Linda? Did I forget anything? Oh, we'll be here on Wednesday. We'll be here on Wednesday at 8:00 p.m. Eastern. And we are back with Neville again. And this is going to be a perfect chapter for what I just talked about today. Assumptions become facts. Or did we do that one yet? No. Power of imagination. I think that's what we're doing. Yeah. We're doing power of imagination. That's what we're doing on On Wednesday, we're doing Power of Imagination. So it's going to go great with what we just talked about in Second Life. And you can join us on Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, and that's 5 p.m. Pacific. We will be live. Also, if you would like to purchase my book, you can do that. The link will be in the description below as well. And remember who you are. Remember that you are source energy right here in a physical body. Remember that you can be, do, and have anything that you desire. And remember, it's not being extraordinary that makes you unique. It is your uniqueness that makes you extraordinary. So I hope that you guys will join me in Second Life and get your vision board on steroids. You have jewelry. You could walk around in diamonds and fur coats. Whatever you desire, I'm serious, can manifest from in Second Life to your reality. So, oh, you said you joined before, but you don't know if you're still active. It has been some time. Listen, you may have if it could still be active. You may need to just check your password and your ID. And if you can't remember it, or if it's just too difficult, you can always create a new one. That's not a problem. You might want to create a new avatar anyway, because everything has changed. I mean, literally everything. And me coming back in, I had to redo stuff all over and learn stuff all over. I feel like a newbie, quite frankly. You're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed the tour. See, we went on an excursion today. I took you on a field trip and you didn't even have to leave your house. You didn't even have to leave your house. Oh, I wanted to announce that Susan is going to be blogging this week. So she just emailed me her blog, and we'll be putting that up soon, today, hopefully. And also, we have 2 guests that are coming to the show. We're not having a guest speaker on Tuesday night, but November 5th, we have Robin S. coming, the singer, the one that sings, "Baby, if you want me, you got to show me love." That girl, she's coming on November 5th, Tuesday, so mark your calendars. Also, Sandy Daly, Reverend Sandy Daly, is coming on November 19th. She, was part of the Indigo room back in the day. She was one of the first persons that I met from the Indigo room, and in a meet and greet in New York City. She flew in to New York City, and I got to meet up with her, and another friend of mine who actually I met in Second Life, who now lives in Holland with her hubby that she met in Second Life. She came in, and so there's a lot of cool things happening in the Indigo room. Just hang in there with us. Keep on sticking around. I love you.